this little tunnel was made by my granddad, me and my granddad some time back. Now that they're sorted out properly and it's no longer, but it's quite nice to take that excess stuff and use it. It's really nice. It also means you see the lights better on certain trains, which is pretty cool, but at the same time, it's just, you know, when I have any place, it's not allowed to change the track. When you got cats around sort of knocking all the trains off the track, and they want to fiddle with the tunnel because they like the way it goes into the tunnel. It's literally, you find it's fascinating game because it makes noise, echoes through the tunnel. And once that DCT sound is loud, on a small line like this, means that there's a lot more trains are able to go around it and a lot more comfortable and happy speed compared to others that will be very unhappy to run around is further fourth radius. Because it does happen. Trains don't always like going around a gentle curve, they like sweeping curves or maybe something that's a lot more robust in the aspect of the way they want to go around. I mean, when you do get it on, you can see the lights as well. Pretty cool, actually, to put a little tunnel like that, just going from one end of the line up to the other. This is basically a heritage line. They've got a place not too far away. And I do like the heritage line down in Bodmin actually, that's a pretty nice heritage line. People are there are nice. And the trains there are nice. If you go to territory, you know you get cross-country stuff further up country in the Devon area. It's because, you know, you get cross-country in Bournemouth, you get Great Western, plus Great Western stuff, you get UWR, you get really old stuff over class of 8 punters units, you're basically pushing the charge back and forth, pushing one end of the yard to the other. So that's what I go for. So, yeah. If people haven't seen the HST, I will just quickly show you the HST and the state it's in. I know I only had it for about 2 months, just over 2 months, and yeah, it's in the best state of repair. And the back of the wing is the same too. So, yes, I have really carefully got my HST set up really nicely to fix, well, it's going to take fix, I'm not going to fix it myself. Because, well, I don't have the confidence in me to do it, but I know people out there will do it for me for a good price, or maybe sometimes more pricey than others. I mean, HST, the power car, here she is. She's literally in pieces. When the body shows cracks, I try to glue it back together. Obviously it doesn't work that simply, but yeah, I've tried to fix it back together. And obviously I have got the clip. There we go. And then you go to the training car, you think, what's wrong with this one then? You think the power car's bad. I mean, bear in mind, the power car itself, alright, power car itself is nowhere near as bad as the training car. Because the training car is actually, being very careful with wires, being the wires are essential to this unit. You can't break these wires because they got the holding the lights in them, in the cab. So you've got to bear in mind the cab is quite a delicate thing on the HSTs because they are expensive, and you know they are very expensive units to replace if you have to replace them. Now the power car on itself is the connecting rod, well, the worm gear, the driving car, is literally not connected. And that's because my eyes are really closing tonight, so I can't be out here too long. Yeah. I thought that will come out one day, and that just did. But this loco unit, if I can push it back into place, should all be powered by the locomotive. Now I'm going to pop her on the track, because I know she hasn't got front wheels. But I'm just going to see if her lights still work, because obviously that's the important key thing. And you know why she's not moving, because obviously the other wheels at the front are not on. So I'm just going to put the wheels on. Could I replace the unit with another HST? Well, if I could, I would, but I wouldn't know how to do that. And one gear is kind of pushed into place like that, and then we've got the one gears for the driving car right at the front over the axles, and obviously this is just the oil, excess oil from the power system. I got this from a guy off eBay, and at the time when I bought it, bear in mind I had enough income for buying this locomotive at the time being. It was just after Christmas. And I thought I'd treat myself to it, being at Christmas, usually around Boxing Day or just before the New Year actually. Generally they have a good offer on prices for trains. So I took a look on eBay to buy a locomotive like this one because, you know, the HST is one of my firm favourites. I mean, I do like travelling on the HSTs, and you know, being a HST, it is a unit with so many attention by so many people. This unit, it means that locomotive attracts so many attentions to other people who likes to ride on the train itself. Is kind of a it's accountable for all the stakes of not just me but other people too, who loves this HST, travelling by a HST, by, you know, going on them up country or down country, and, you know, riding on them one end to another. They do run them down in Cornwall too. It's because generally in the DWR liveries. Right, I'm hoping that will stay still for a short time though. That bogey's completely come off again. That bogey will have to come off or on to the unit and then push it back on. That bogey's just completely come off again. Yeah, the HST is a nice train, and I'm not going to regret for that, but it is a pain in the ass to deal with when you've got a bogey, or several, in fact. Is that clunking? And it should have directional lights, tail lights, but the lights on it are non-resistant for the bogey. There's no lights in the front. You can see the body shell. It's because the body shell on the training car, on the power car, I don't know if they can fix that or not. Because obviously, if they have to fix that, that's going to cost them a bit. I mean, instead that top part is really wonky. But I really want to spend £400 or £500 on replacement. Huh. I love the Manchester stop on the Hornby DCC sound, or the DC. I mean, there's no lights as well, they're cut from the cab lights. I mean, there's no cab lights. I mean, the way they drive, the way this thing drives, it's like, it doesn't really bode well for people who want to buy a HST and they got a bit of a damage, like maybe by the animal who knocked it off, or maybe it's the person who bought it, maybe they've been a little bit heavy-handed, things like that. Because it's not always the animal, or sometimes, and that conch comes from the front axle, being that I will get a new one. I think I might have to get a new one just to be on the safe side. There's nothing to hold it down properly.